And for more insight, we are joined over the phone by Mr. Abdulatif Wahba, journalist, who will tell us more about the importance of this visit. Good afternoon. Mostafa Reda, he is a political. Now we are joined over the phone by Mr. Mostafa Reda. He is a political analyst and he will shed more light on the visit. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So President Fattah al-Sisi inspects on Thursday development projects in New Minya. Tell us more about the importance of these projects in achieving Sustainable Development Strategy 2030.
Certainly, these projects are very, very important, not only on the micro scale, on the microeconomy scale, but on the macroeconomic scale. What I mean by that is that usually it will give a message to the outside world that Egypt is serious in developing its economy and is doing a lot of efforts in order to upgrade the economy, and that we have stability, and also we have a lot of opportunities, investment opportunities open for various domains. You see, in the industrial sector, in the agricultural sector, as you see, we had a project which was initiated to plant 1.5 million faddans. Recently, the president has stressed also that we have to encourage industrial projects. In the domain of the petroleum and the gas sector, we are very advanced. As you can see, a lot of success factors, a lot of companies have been coming here for exploration and production activities. So certainly, there is a boom in the economy, and this probably will encourage a lot of investors to come and invest in Egypt.
Yes, also during his inspection tour, the president met number of citizens in Decent Life Initiative villages in Minya Governorate. How does this reflect the presidency keenness to communicate with people and solve their problems?
This is a very important point you have mentioned just now, because unfortunately villages during the past era were neglected. Now there is a lot of potential in order to upgrade also the human resources, and these will be a positive factor in raising the economy. Certainly, what took place in two dimensions, the educational sector and the health sector. Certainly, these two factors are very, very important in order to elevate the human resources. On the other side, a lot of projects have been initiated in the villages in order to solve the unemployment problem and create jobs. On the other hand, also, technical training has been probably offered in order to provide the latest state-of-the-art techniques in various aspects.
Yes. Sir, also we have witnessed development projects in Sinai recently, and today we are seeing these projects in Minya. To what extent does these projects address people's needs in living a decent life and considered a leap towards a prosperous future?
Fortunately, the government and the state and the president gave a lot of importance to Sinai, which was neglected for a long time. Sinai has a lot of resources, physical resources and human resources. There are the inhabitants there in Sinai, and we have a lot of minerals, we have a lot of petroleum, we have a lot of materials that could be exploited, and we have the tourism also, which is very important. We have a lot of touristic locations which could attract charter flights from all over the world, and this certainly will have a positive impact on the foreign currency reserves and the inflow of foreign currency, and certainly will create a lot of jobs in the tourism sector and in all other industrial and petroleum and mineral devices.
Yes, also, Mr. Mostafa, if we talk about the agricultural complex the President inspected early in the day and dairy production center, how do you see the government interest in developing agricultural sector and building more complexes?
I just mentioned just now, certainly, that we have a lot of projects, certainly, in the agricultural sector. One of them is the planting of 1.5 million faddans. The other one is the one in South Egypt, is now has been erected by Dr. Kamal Ganzouri. Since a long time, it has been a project that has been probably started and then has been neglected again. But the government again gave a lot of emphasis in this project in order to upgrade certainly the infrastructure also of the south of Egypt. Certainly, infrastructure projects are very, very important. You see, now we have a surplus in electricity. You remember, since 5 or 6 years, we used to have power cuts for 7 or 8 hours per day at night. This has been eliminated. In the gas field, we have a lot of also potential. You see, we have a lot of discoveries, and certainly we are aiming at using fuel that is probably against polluted, which will reduce the pollution, you see, in Egypt.
Yes, Dr. Mostafa Reda, political analyst, thank you, sir, for being with